welcome to another episode of TM Talks. Today we're going to look at logic in the opening. Chess logic explained, how to navigate the opening. It's especially when you are playing an opening you know well and the opponent make an unexpected weird move, how to respond, how to think, what to look at. This is what this is about. It's kind of difficult. I've been trying to explain this to some players with around 1900 and 2000, and they find it a little bit difficult to grasp. So I hope I can do a better job here and just say, I'm not going to explain it to you, just look at this video. Anyway, let's get into it. It's from the Kronborg tournament where I play against a Greek player with 24-19. He became an IM in this tournament. Oops, this was not the right way. We got it here. Yeah. So let's see. Okay, I start with c4. The reason why I start with c4, as you probably have noticed, I play c4, I play d4, I play e4, I play all kinds of moves, and it's tailor-made to make the opponent uncomfortable. The thing is, he plays the WhiteElo. I was not too keen on that with white in e4. Against d4, for instance, the Catalan, he will give a check on b4. Earlier in the tournament he had also faced this against Nikolaos and won a game where he played the same way as he did. So I was prepared. So let's see. Okay, and I played g3, not allowing any kind of nonsense with b6. No reason to do that, especially since it's not in Nika's book on the English. And he played knight a6, knight a3. And here, of course, if the pawn was on d4, he would give a check here. But now, of course, bishop b4 makes no sense at all. So he played bishop b7. Already, I could play d4 and he would be out of book. But I noticed that against Kistrup here, he played castle d4. And okay, so what is d4? d4 is transforming into a Benoni setup with reversed colors. As we all know, Benoni is, or some of us know, the Benoni is known as the son of sorrow, because it can be quite horrible when things go wrong in the Benoni. In general, I would say that playing the straightforward normal Benoni with black, I don't trust it. I never done it. It doesn't feel right. It feels like way too risky. And lately, black has started to go for these kind of things. The thing is, he has already played bishop e7, and the bishop here is not right in the Benoni when you are, especially when you're behind in development, which you are because in white you get to choose where to put the bishop, but you will also get this in one go instead of two goes. So basically, black is down 2 tempi, and with the bishop misplaced on e7, you can say he's down 2.5 tempi. So this is chess logic. This must be dangerous for black. It might be okay, as I think Grishuk says once, that when you play the, for instance, reverse King's Indian, you have to remember that even though you're white, it's still a defense. That's no reason why it's called the King's Indian defense, right? So you might not expect to get an advantage, but here black is taking way too many liberties. I think he's behind the tempo in normal Benoni. He has played e6, which is basically also a tempo, and he's played bishop e7, which is half a tempo, because the bishop usually in the main lines would go here or here. So I don't like this bishop e7. I think this is a mistake. But he did this against Kistrup with success, so he probably didn't know that. And these kind of cunning old grandmasters like me, we aim to try to exploit this thing. So basically we have now we have a modern Benoni where black is a tempo down, and with the pawn on e6 and the bishop on e7. Knight a3 makes a lot of sense. This is a common maneuver in the Benoni, going here, and rook e1 preventing e5, knight d7, knight c2, and already black realized, uh-oh, this is trouble. I'm in problems already. And why is that? Because he wants to play e5, but then b4 is simply strong in these kind of positions. This is what, if you're a black in the Benoni, you will say this, whoa, I got everything, because you can't hold the center, or if you play f6, you play b5 and get a lot of space, a lot of play on the white squares, and black will look weird. So we see that this has real consequences, and already here he was starting to look uncomfortable, and already white is already actually having a very clear advantage after knight c2. So very easy preparation. But basically it's more or less logic. Black is doing something wrong, and you have to find out what's wrong with it, and this is the reason why it's a problem for him. He should. The problem is also that I'm actually threatening this pawn, so and that will get my pieces going. He started to play queen b6, and that looks wrong, right? This is not the kind of move you really want to play in the Benoni. And of course, the punishment is b4 again. This is why you play knight c2. You can take, and there can be some rook b1. There's also this pawn here, and of course, I'm threatening just to win a pawn with c5. So black is already under tremendous pressure, and it took, well, it came straight out of the Grandmaster's laboratory of logic here, that this cannot be the right way to play with black. Knight takes b4, and here the natural move is rook b1, but that was also my original idea, but then I realized that the queen sacrifice with knight takes c2 is not that clear. It doesn't feel that clear. But if you look at the position, you can say that, okay, rook b1 can always come. So why not just take the central pawn? So I took the central pawn, opening for the bishop, getting ready for rook b1. Of course, the knight can always be covered here. So black is already, yeah, much worse, and it will not be easy to get these pieces out for sure. Knight c5, this is the kind of move you want to play, getting the pieces out, but and I didn't want to again give him a chance to just getting the things going here. I have a big advantage in tempo, a much more better development, and so on. So just threatening his pieces is very nice. Threatening his queen, I'm threatening to push forward and just basically kill him. So he decided, okay, the best chance I have is sort of trying to disrupt the position. But you can already feel this queen is in trouble. It could easily get into problems. So bishop a3, nice little move. No reason to make the pawns weak. Just annoying the thing here and basically threatening d4. So what to do? He played rook d8. That's a mistake. But to be honest, that was the only move I looked at. I didn't consider something like rook e8, which is the best move. And the reason why is just like, if you play like this with black and you have to play rook e8, then your position is really bad, right? So I thought that, okay, rook e8, no, I can just play d4 and take and knight e3 and attack the queen, and he's gonna be his ship's gonna be sunk in the harbor, as you would say, like a little bit of Greek Pearl Harbor here. Rook d8, natural move, d4, but of course I'm not threatening anything yet here because of the pin, but it's kind of unpleasant, right? And the natural move, bishop f8, covering the bishop, so now the knight can move. Still bishop b4, very, 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 very unpleasant. He can't take on c4. I play rook, bishop f1, and that's basically it. He has to move the queen, and I take his knight. I can show it. Take, bishop f1, queen d5, oops, and take, boop, and game over. So he can't do that, and of course he's in serious trouble of this. So he has to to go here, which was not the plan, of course. And here there are many good moves. I found kind of a nice thing. I kind of liked it. I basically want to trap his queen and find a way to do that. There are many ways to do that, but of course, if I go here, he go back. He can't go there. I'll take his knight. But I played rook e3. I like this move. It felt really right, like the right kind of move. I'm probably starting to threaten something with bishop. I'm threatening this maybe, but I'm also threatening rook b1, and I might catch the queen. It's not gonna get out, basically. So, and I think the computer says I'm completely winning now. So this was a total disaster for black. And look at these pieces; they still can't move. So he's not getting out. He's trying e5, yeah. Well, the main threat is this, followed by this move, right? So. Oh, no, the main threat is just this move. No, it's not this move because the knight is hanging. So I have to take first and play rook b3. Anyway, e5, take, and I'm ready for rook b3, winning material. He plays bishop f5 and trying counterattacking here. To be honest, I didn't see this move. I thought, well, I just want a piece. Okay, and he attacked the knight, and what's going on? But okay, I can just take here, no problem. I realized that, okay, something like this, I think I can just play. There's a lot of moves here. I think the easiest way to do it is just this, and winning a piece in all lines. I think, yeah, I'll just move the bishop back. So I can also, oh yeah, I forgot. I can also, it's been a long time ago. I can also just play this move, I think. Yeah, that's easier. That's easier, way easier. Just winning a piece. So he took here, rook b3, easy way, rook c2, bishop e7. So I managed to get my piece back home, and he can resign here. He played one more move and then he resigned. So winning in 24 moves against a strong player is of course nice, but it also shows that violating the logic of chess and like, okay, say like all Benonis are bad, but in general I have pretty good results with white in the reverse Benoni, because Benoni is a dynamic opening, and if you have tempo more, it means something. And if you have like here, you get 2 tempi more, then it's very dangerous for black, and you usually will get a nice initiative. Of course, you have to play actively. If white is forced to play passively, which is always the case in the Benoni, then it's like you're doomed. You can't play the Benoni like it's a normal opening. You have to accept that you are sitting, because of the pawn structure, you are structurally much worse, so you have to get something going, but you also do have a lot of dynamic play. And even though this guy never played a move in the game, after getting to d2, it of course is a powerhouse the whole way through. So using logic when you meet something that looks like it's something wrong with it is usually the way to punish it. And it's maybe hard, and also finding out what is the punishment, because sometimes they just find a move that's more or less okay, and there is no punishment, and then what? Because you think, oh, this is a principle, I have to find something, and then you can't find something, and then you use all your time, and so on. Anyway, this was GM Talks with another video, and hope for you to like and share and all that jazz.